At one time, there were two great dance emporiums, as we used to call them, here in Lambton County. One was the Lakeview Casino in Grand Bend, offering dancing from 1917. The other, Kenwick on the Lake, opened in 1946. At their official opening in 1917, the Lakeview Casino offered dancing to the music of the London Italian Orchestra, a group of three unknown brothers by the names of Guy, Carmen, and Liebert. They became popular as the orchestra of Guy Lombardo and his Royal Canadians. They had jitney dancing right up to the 1940s. This was pay-as-you-go dancing. You paid 15 cents to enter. Following each dance, the dance floor was cleared, and then for an additional 5 cents, you could come back on the floor for the next dance. Unlike many dances nowadays, whenever they went up to the casino on a Saturday night, they had to dress up. There was a strict code of jackets and ties for gents and formal wear for ladies. The other dance pavilion was in Bright's Grove, once known as Crinin's Grove. Jack Kennedy, a talented musician and band leader, had operated the Starlight Gardens in Point Edward prior to 1943, when he opened Kenwick Terrace in downtown Sarnia. The opening night at Kenwick Terrace in January 1943 featured Louis Armstrong. A few years later, in 1946, he purchased a dance hall in Crinin's Grove. The dance hall was extensively rebuilt over the next few months and opened as Kenwick on the Lake in June of 1946. Kenwick drew dancers and music lovers from all over to hear big-name bands along the shores of Lake Huron. The name Kenwick comes from the first part of Jack Kennedy's last name and the last part of his wife Genevieve's maiden name, Warwick. Kenwick on the Lake attracted big-name bands such as Tommy Dorsey, Guy Lombardo, Louis Armstrong, and Glenn Miller to play to crowds of up to 3,000 on the weekends. Many of the shows were also broadcast by radio across Canada. The Governor-General of Canada visited Kenwick on the Lake on the opening night in June 1946. The business was expanded to include rock gardens, dining rooms, a bathhouse and stand to rent out bathing suits, a concession booth, an outdoor bowling alley, kids' rides, and a popcorn machine. But the music was always the main draw. With many cottages nearby and new renters every week or two, there were always new people wanting to dance at the Kenwick. Locals and visitors alike would enjoy dancing to songs such as Moonglow and That Old Black Magic. July 29, 1946, was a Monday. It was the height of the summer along the shores of Lake Huron. Kenwick on the Lake had opened just 1 month earlier and was already popular with the dance crowds. This evening would feature music as always, but with a difference. Backed by the Jack Kennedy Orchestra, the show would celebrate the first radio broadcast by Sarnia's own new radio station with the call sign of CHOK. Promptly at 7 p.m., a fanfare resounded throughout the county as a prelude to a program that lasted for 6 hours. It was the first radio broadcast in Lambton County. Canada's newest radio station was on the air. The show headliners that night were Dorothy Dean and Russ Titus, stars of the Kashmir Bouquet House Party of the 1940s, who appeared in person during the inaugural show for CHOK. There were also special greetings for Canada's newest radio station from entertainment greats Bing Crosby, Bob Hope, Vaughn Monroe, and Guy Lombardo. Now allow me to close my eyes and let my memories go back to the days when my wife and I would jump into the old Model T and head up to the Bend or the Grove.